introduced to BNI when I was asked to sub for a dentist in Bonita Springs. I absolutely fell in love with the philosophy of high quality, motivated professionals who wanted to help one another in business. So I researched BNI in the Tampa Bay area. Dealmakers was an interest to me when I saw the president, Kason Parker, online. His eyes were true and his face was pure. I was never invited. I simply invited myself. Dr. Jeanette Sims was one of the first people I hugged. J.C. Richardson was the second beauty. Then walked in Kason. I knew I wanted to be part of the BNI family. Ted Bosick was the visitor coordinator and told me I'd be a perfect fit. Eddie Lugo came in and I was so drawn to him, I hugged him without realizing he's not even a hugger. Rick Brown, Ashley Butler, Ali Serrano, Ed Hinton, John Diaz, Hank Lebdell, Jay Doty, Joellen Robles, Kelly Parks, Matt Christ, Matt Castle, Matt Mattini, Patty Pisecki, Paul Beeler, Paul Duvall Johnson, Peter Strait, Steve Rossiter, Tate Wilson, Julie Chopa, and Philip Scott were just some of the welcoming committee that were friends at first sight. I knew this was my tribe. Now, due to our limited time this morning, I'll share my personal story when we have one-to-ones for those who don't know me. Since I don't know how familiar you are with credit card processing, I'm going to give you a crash course. This entire industry is based on risk and liability. The more risk there is in processing a certain type of card, the higher the rate. The risk factor that separates one from another is based on three different things. One, who the card is issued to. A business owner like yourself or an individual like me. Second, who the card is issued by. For example, Capital One, Citibank, Chase. These are all called the issuing banks. Thirdly, how the card is entered into your terminal, whether it's swiped or keyed. These three factors differentiate how every transaction you process falls into this ridiculous spreadsheet called interchange. Now, most people think there are only 4 different card types out there: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. However, just in the Visa MasterCard world, there are over 300 different types. For example, business cards, corporate cards, debit cards, key enters, swipes, reward cards, which are extremely popular because everyone wants their benefits like frequent flyer miles, cashback, points, etc. Most processors group these 300 plus different types into 3 separate chunks or tiers, which is where you get the 3-tier pricing. They always sell you at their best case rate scenario called qualified, which will a minimal or 0 profit margin to make it look really good. Then you end up getting murdered on what they call the mid or non-qualified categories, which ironically is where all your transactions end up going. The way Priority Business Solutions structures our pricing is simple. Basically, it doesn't matter who you are as a processor, cost is cost. Kind of like the prime rate in a mortgage industry. Every processor is on an even level playing field and nobody has an advantage over another. We all get a report from Visa MasterCard each month that tells us exactly what types of cards you processed and the cost to process those cards. All we do at Priority Business Solution is literally take that report and add our margin to it and give it directly to you. This way, you know exactly what types of cards you process, the cost associated with processing them, and exactly what you paid and why. The best part is the margin we add is clearly marked on your statement each month, so you are informed every step of the way. This is the most cost-effective, clear-cut, no gray area type or pricing out there. Many processors have access to it, but would rather use the 3-tier method because it's so much more profitable. My goal is to have many merchant accounts. I make a little bit from each account and keep them forever, rather than a few merchant accounts that I make a killing on and only have them for a short period of time. Our method is much better for everyone in the long haul. Profit margin for our merchant services is 10 cents a transaction and $14.95 per month. That is half of the industry average. We have total transparency for our profit on each statement is what you can expect. No created fees or added fees for equipment. Your only fee for equipment is what we're charged for. No contract, only agreements between merchant partners. No termination fee, no item line fee, no batching fee, no POS or WAT fees. A POS or WAT fee is a communication fee that is normally charged each time a business credit card equipment dials the processor's toll-free 800 number to get or give information. So the cash discount program, I talk about it all the time. It's legal in all 50 states. Gas stations are already on board. Customer pays fees. Now, some business owners add fees in to cover the credit card charges, and I really understand that. But to be completely compliant, the receipt must include the phrase convenient fee. Example, for every $100, the customer will pay $103.50. We place $103.50 in your account, then withdraw the draw the $3.50, and we pay that $3.50 to interchange. Your total your total monthly fee is $49.95. Your annual fee is $49.95. So 5 tips to your current merchant account. Use a debit card as often as possible rather than a credit card. Swipe, not type. If you type, don't skip the prompt. Batch at the end of the day instead of at each transaction. And do not use your bank for your merchant account. They often source to other merchant service providers and they take a percentage. Know your merchant representative as they are your business partner. So those of you who know me know that I follow my heart and I'm easily touched by your story and your plight. I hold the seat of your credit card merchant service representative. I know it takes time to earn your trust and hopefully your friendship, but it is a privilege for me to do so and to serve each and every one of you, both new and established members. We have all fought so hard to earn our business, but now in this uncertain time, we must fight to keep it because the battle for liberty and independence is one that has no end. Hence, if we fall fighting, if we stop trying, then at least we knew what it was like to give it our all. I'm here today not asking you to follow me, but to follow each other. Let's help raise each other to our stronger selves. Let us leave no one behind, and let's do this together. So thank you, and God bless America.